Hello, you beautiful 99ers. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I am Sway to the 99, and I am so excited for this video because it's something that I've been wanting to do for a while. And I actually had posted this in my community tab on my YouTube channel where I asked you guys to submit your questions. What do you want to know about me? I know I haven't done something like this in a very long time. So since the last time I made a video like this, my channel has grown a lot since then. So I wanted to, give you guys an opportunity to get know me a little bit better and to, of course, answer some of your burning questions. So I'm here to spill the tea on myself and yeah, let you guys, ask me questions. And as an added bonus or as a thank you to you guys who all submitted questions, I will be drawing a name randomly in the comment section and picking a winner for a $20 gift card either to the 99 cent only store or the Dollar Tree. So thank you to everyone who participating and submitting your questions. And I do apologize for not making this video anytime sooner. However, I just, there's just a lot going on. So I have time to make this video. So I'm so excited. So if you are new, thank you so much. Definitely hit the subscribe button. I do post videos on 99 cent only store walkthroughs and hauls, Dollar Trees, Daiso, budget meals. So I do a little bit of everything. So if you are new, welcome. I am Sway to the 99. All right, guys. So I'm going to get my laptop. And I'm not going to go in any specific order. I'm just going to start going from the top all the way to the bottom to make sure I get all the questions that were submitted. So with that, let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to go through the questions, and some of them are going to be duplicate, so I may not answer your question again because, again, some of the questions are duplicate or just slightly asked different or asked slightly different. But I will answer every question in one form or another. So the first question that was asked was by Joanna Carr. Hello, my Sway. How did you and Mel meet? So Mel and I actually met through YouTube. I'd been watching her channel because I've been, at the time, really been getting into couponing. And yeah, I just started watching her videos, and I think one day randomly we connected and we just started, chatting. And she knew I was new to YouTube, so she started giving me some advice on YouTube, and just little tips and pieces of, do's and don'ts, and just general feedback. And yeah, we really connected right away. I think because we have a lot of the similarities in just in what our mission is. So I think it was a really good, it was an easy way to make, build a friendship with her. So yeah, it was really just by chance. So, and I firm believer that everything does happen for a reason. So yeah. And my next question is the next question rather is by Lisa Money. What is your favorite cup of tea? So if you're asking about literal tea, I actually like, hibiscus tea. That is my favorite, and that is definitely the type. Anytime that I go to Starbucks, I always get that unsweetened, so I just like the natural flavor. Ali P asked, when am I getting my coffee? Well, whenever you come to California, I will definitely brew you some coffee, just not the pour over, because that is my favorite and nobody can have it except me. Nally A, do you ever shop at regular grocery stores for your groceries, or do you primarily shop at the 99 cent only stores for your food? Also, what is your normal job field of work when you aren't doing YouTube? So Nally, for the most part, I would say like 90% of my food does come from the 99 cent only store, and that's been my motto pretty much for the last 4 or 5 years. Basically, I'll shop at the 99 first, and if there's something very specific that I can't find, then I'll obviously hit up a Target or a Walmart or just any other type of store that I do need to go to get a specific item. But with shopping at the Dollar Tree, I pretty much covered with all of my essentials, and I'm a creature of habit, so I tend to eat the same things over and over. And being vegetarian, it makes it a lot easier to just to strictly stick to the 99 cent only store. And as far as my regular job, I actually am in advertising and design. So it kind of just, YouTube kind of fits, my field. So yeah, thank you so much for asking. Elizabeth Aguera asked, hey Sway, my question is, how did you come up with your name Sway to the 99? And also curious, how were you able to build a partnership with the 99 cent store? So yes, actually, so Sway to the 99 literally came to mind when I was creating my Instagram in January of 2018, I wanted to something simple, something that really alluded to the 99, and it really just came to mind. My nickname actually is Sway. I've been called Sway for the last 12 years. Way back when, it was a nickname that I was given early on, and it just stuck with me. And even people at work know me as Sway. So I identify as Sway. So, I think Sway to the 99. It was just an easy name, and it really just came to mind. And as far as building that relationship with the 99. It was purely just by me being very dedicated to posting on my Instagram, because at the time I was part of another Facebook group that was, I think at the time it was the largest fan page on 99 cent only store, shopping. And I was a moderator there, and then I started building up my own content. And Desiree at the time, who was the marketing director, I guess really liked what I was doing and what I was posting, and I had a small following, and so she gave me an opportunity to go on live TV and do a segment with Good Day Sacramento. And I wish I could find the full clip of that. So basically, I went on live TV for the 99 cent only store, and they saw that I was really passionate about what I was saying and what I was speaking about. So I continued to build that relationship, and it really just opened up the floodgates for me to have, a strong a relationship with corporate, because I started to meet other people within the organization. So a lot of regional managers, the buyers, the marketing team, of course. So yeah, and I think if you're passionate about something, people can truly see through that, or see that and appreciate it. And then I think they just like the fact that I was very dedicated and willing and able to do anything that I could to help build the brand or build awareness. So yeah. What is the one aisle you can't miss every time you go to the Dollar Tree, and why? This question was asked by T. Ka. In which aisle is your all-time favorite at the DT? So I would say every time I go to Dollar Tree, the aisle that I cannot miss is the beauty aisle. And that is because I always, try to buy things that I can do in my giveaways. So I try to always go there, because I know Couponing for a Cause is always posting her walkthroughs and her hauls, and I'm always finding things that I'm like, oh my god, that would be perfect for a giveaway. So that is definitely one that I always have to hit, especially because sometimes Dollar Tree gets some amazing deals. I'm like, oh, we got to get that. And she said, in which aisle is your all-time favorite aisle at the DT? I would say my favorite aisle at Dollar Tree is the seasonal. Just simply because it is seasonal and it's constantly changing. And I have to say, I am surprised at the quality of things in the last year or so, since I've been shopping at the Dollar Tree regularly. Because you think of a dollar store, you think of like cheapy things that will fall apart pretty easily, but I've been blown away by the seasonal things that come into the store. And being able to decorate for seasons like Christmas on a budget. Like last year I spent $50 between the 99 and Dollar Tree, and my apartment was like, Christmas threw up in here, in a tasteful way. So yeah. And then the next question is by Proud Mommy. How long and you and Mel known each other, and what inspired you to do a YouTube channel? So Mel and I have known each other probably going on 2 years actually at this point. Yeah, actually it's been about 2 years since Mel and I have been friends. Or is it a year? No, it's been 2 years. I don't even, honestly, I think it's been let's just say 2 years. And what inspired me to do a YouTube channel is that I had been doing my Instagram page for about a year, and it really took off. It was something that I was not expecting. Again, that's really what opened up the floodgates for me to have that relationship, a very close relationship with the 99 cent only store corporate team. And I wanted to challenge myself a little bit more, because I was very afraid to go on camera and just to, just talk. And yeah, I really wanted to do something further to push myself and to see how far I could take things. And actually, 99 Cent Only Store Corporate actually is the one who even suggested that I start a YouTube channel, although I didn't really do it until like months after they suggested it. But you know, it's just because I was afraid, and I was like, well, how do I edit videos? Like, what do I do? Like, I wasn't really sure. So I think I just needed to build that confidence. But once I had enough courage, really, that's all you need is courage to start and, you know, post. And yeah, that's kind of how it started. Mama MMV asks, what is your favorite way to pay it forward when someone does something wonderful for you? So I do a lot of, donations to nonprofits. And as you guys probably know, or maybe don't know, is I'm actually part of Couponing for Causes nonprofit. I'm one of the board members for the Richard Bruning Foundation. So I am the marketing and public relations director for the nonprofit. And on top of that, I also do donate to nonprofits on a monthly basis to various causes. It's not something that I necessarily talk about in my channel because it's not necessarily related, and I don't want it to come across like I'm bragging or I'm trying to show off, but I am definitely a firm believer of giving back, and anytime that someone does something nice to me, I try to give it back in one form or another, and mostly through donations to nonprofits, so that they're able to take that money and help a lot more people than if I was just doing it on my own. All right. So Allie P, Miss Nosy Allie P, how old are you, Sway? So I'm going to be 35 this year. In October 10/10. So don't forget, I'm expecting gifts. Just kidding. So yes, I'm going to be 35 this year, and yeah, I'm excited because I'm actually going to be celebrating with. Well, I don't want to give the true tea away yet, but I'm gonna say I'm gonna have a very special birthday this year. That's I'll leave it at that. All right, Felicia Dependable Angel Service asks, Sway, how many years have you been couponing, and who was the first person or reason you started couponing? So I actually started couponing, and I've stopped for the last 8-9 months, simply because I got so good at it. Not to brag, but I did get so good at it that I was just getting too much. And even with donating things to the local homeless shelters, I was just still accumulating way too much, because at that point I was just getting things for free. But I actually started because I just wanted to save more money. I was getting really good at, shopping at the 99, but there were still essentials that I just couldn't get at the 99. Like laundry detergent and like toothpaste, for lower cost. So I actually started watching Couponing for Cause and just a few others, that had a strong following, and I just that's kind of who inspired me. And I saw, wow, it's definitely a lot of work, but I knew once you kind of get the formula, it's very easy. Okay, let's see. Okay, Ivana Seldivar asked, what do you recommend to someone wanting to start a channel and blogging hauls at the 99 Cent Only Store? Okay, that is an excellent question. So I would say, Ivana, I would probably say, don't be nervous. If you're in the store filming, people are going to look at you. People are going to be like, what are you doing? What's going on? Like, what's the tea? People are naturally curious. And if you're, walking around with your cell phone or your camera and you're talking to products, people are going to want to know. So I would first say is, expect people to look at you. I would also say, have fun with it. Be yourself. I think when we watch other YouTubers, so we tend to initially like maybe try to mimic, not necessarily copy their style, but try to follow what they're doing, because you're like, okay, I know that this person does it this way, and they seem to get good views, so I'm going to do the same. But I think you have to find your voice and find your style and find your approach, and the more you feel comfortable on camera and the more you're yourself, that's really when people are going to resonate with you, because people can see when you're being yourself and when you're trying to be someone else. And I can only speak that for myself. When I first started, I remember watching videos back and thinking like, wow, like I kind of don't sound like me. But once I felt a lot more comfortable and I just started having fun with it and laughing at myself and just being me, I realized that people really liked that, and people really resonated with me and felt comfortable with me. And because being a 99-cent only store hauler and Dollar Tree hauler, as a guy, I'm probably one of the few people who does this as a guy. Um, so I kind of stand out in a way, but so at the same time, I needed to make sure that I had my own voice and my own style. So yeah, I would say it's my best advice is be yourself, have fun with it, and just you know start. That's really all you can do is just start filming, and go from there. Nina Vivar asks, "Wait, Sway, what is the first thing you like to do when people are able to get outside freely?" I would like to go to a restaurant, have a nice meal, a nice glass of wine, and just be by the water. That is truly something that I've been wanting to do for months, especially now that it's getting warmer out. I really want to just get out and just just sit down at a restaurant and have fun and have one-on-one conversations with somebody. With a nice meal and a cold glass of wine. Um, so Jay asked about how Mel and I became friends, which I've already covered. And she also asked, why do you like pineapple so much? So the funny thing is, even the people at work always make fun of me, like, oh, you like pineapple so much. So I've always liked pineapples. Like, I was told one time that pineapples are a symbol of good luck. And I like them because, in a way, it's funny because the pineapple, it's got the spikes and it just looks different, but on the inside it's so delicious and so sweet. And I was like, what, I like that. And then the show SpongeBob came on when I was like, I think in like sometime in middle school, and of course SpongeBob became a huge thing. So then pineapples were everywhere. So I started to, I don't know, just started building a little collection of pineapple things, and yeah, since shopping at the 99, like pineapples have become like a huge trend. So as you can see in my background right here and my hat, um, pineapples have kind of become like my thing. So it's funny because a lot of times people are watching me and they'll say or they'll message me and say, oh, I saw this at the store. Excuse me, and it's pineapple, and they thought of me. So I was like, how cool is that? That when people see pineapples, they think of me. So that I feel very flattered. um, okay, let's see. Okay, Gracie Miranda asked, "Hi Sway, what is your all-time favorite dessert that you can live without?" Hmm. I would say cheesecake. I'm not like huge on sweets, but cheesecake, oh my god. And maybe it's because I'm from New York, like New York cheesecake, but I love cheesecake. Oh my god, that is definitely one of my favorite things to have. And if I can ever go back to the Cheesecake Factory, I would definitely go back and get their classic banana cheesecake because it is definitely my favorite. Oh, and Jay Senya asked, do you shop at the same 99-cent store every time, or do you go to several stores? So before Corona happened, excuse me, I actually used to shop at 5, 6 different 99s, not the same day, not on the same video, but throughout. Like, I like to rotate stores, but because of what's been going on, I have been limiting myself to two locations that are closest to me, so I don't really have to travel too far, simply because I don't want to be just being really out there just for the heck of it. But so to answer your question, before COVID-19, yes, I was going to several stores, and currently now I'm only hitting 2 locations, which are the closest to me. But once things are back to normal, I will be kind of rotating stores again, because I like to, every store always gets a little bit things differently. So yeah. I'm sorry, Jen Ward asked, what is your favorite thing to do in your free time when things are normal? I think I like to be out with friends, hanging out. I like to be outside, not hiking, not like doing some crazy, activity like that, but just being outside, being by the water, being, maybe having a picnic, or just being outside around nature and just connecting to, the earth's energy, and just the breathing in fresh air, or being by the water and hearing the sound. And I find it very calming and relaxing, and just like it allows me to like disconnect, or release things that I'm holding in my heart. So yeah, not to get too deep there, but yeah. Um, oh, okay. So Cassandra asked, what made you move from the East Coast to the West Coast? So at the time, this was 5, 6 years ago. The company that I was with at the time actually offered me a promotion, and the promotion included a transfer to to San Francisco. And having lived in New York my whole life, it seemed like the right opportunity. It was the right fit. It just felt right, and I knew that this opportunity was not going to happen again, and it was the company was going to pay for my move, was going to pay for my travel and all that stuff. So it was a no-brainer. And not having any true ties to New York, I mean, yes, my family and all my friends are there, but not, I didn't have any kids. I didn't have a dog. I wasn't married. And I'm not married right now, but, but I didn't really have anything that really would have to keep me here. So I decided, like, you know what, I'm gonna take the chance, and you know what, it's probably one of the best decisions that I ever made in my life, because, um, if I had not moved to California, none of this would be happening right now. And yeah, so it's probably been one of the best decisions I've ever made. And it was an easy one to make. It really was. So, all right, moving on. Happiness to all asks, what is your favorite item from the 99-cent store and Dollar Tree? Love your hauls. Well, thank you. All right, so it's kind of hard because they're two very different stores, but I would say from the 99, I would say my favorite item or items is the produce, simply because it is so affordable, and the produce is probably the one thing that has consistently remained at at 99 cents to about $1.99. But if you go elsewhere, the prices of produce have skyrocketed. So that is definitely one of my favorite items at the 99. And Dollar Tree, I would say the seasonal items, which I covered before, simply because the quality and just the variety has really gone up since I've been shopping there regularly. So definitely can't go wrong if you are looking to decorate or remodel or whatever for the season. All right. Okay, so I'm just kind of scrolling through because some of the questions are repeats. So Debbie Clark did ask, would like to know if people recognize you in the 99-cent store. Yes. Okay, so the funny thing is, I get recognized all the time. Some people don't. Some people don't necessarily want to jump up and down, and not that I'm expecting that, but some people are like, oh, hi, are you the guy who makes YouTube videos? And I'm say yes, and then they'll say hi, and some people are very like, oh my god, I know you. Some people are very excitable, and some people are really excited to meet me. I've had people come up to me, just run up to me and want to take a picture, which I am very flattered by. Some people want to hug, and well, not right now. Right now, we can, we got to keep social distancing. But I do get recognized on a regular basis, and I'm always amazed. I'm amazed that anybody watches my videos. To be honest with you, I'm like, wow, people watch my video. Just because you don't, you just see yourself as like, oh, you're just, I'm just filming around, with my camera. But it's really nice because I have to say, every single one of you who watch me regularly, or even who watch me a couple of times, or whatever, everybody's very kind. Everybody's very sweet. For the most part, you always get a little hate, but it comes with the territory. But yeah, people are just very sweet, and yeah, I do get recognized. It's been happening a lot more now than maybe 6 months ago, but it's always very nice, and I always appreciate the love and just the kind words that you guys say to me. So thank you. Okay. Okay, so Crystal Zaragoza asked, what's the one thing that you won't buy from anywhere else but the 99-cent only store? What is the one thing that you won't buy from anywhere else but the 99-cent store? I would say definitely produce, and probably, I know it's very random, but cereal. Because cereal is so expensive. I don't know why, but cereal prices have gone way up. And not that I'm buying cereal all the time, but that is definitely one thing that I'm like, I refuse to buy anywhere else because I know that the 99 always rotates stuff in. And one of my favorite cereals is Kashi, and Kashi is like $5-6 at Sprouts, and I'm like, that is way past my budget. That is way past my budget. So, yeah, I would definitely have to say it's probably cereal. Um, what is your okay? Star Dove asks, what is your favorite color, and do you have a hobby? My favorite color is blue, and my hobby is shopping at the 99. I'm trying to think what was like, do I really have any other hobbies? Because honestly, YouTube consumes so much of my free time. So I would say YouTube. YouTube is my hobby. um, okay, let's see. What is your favorite thing to cook? What your favorite foods? This is by Cindy Fruitiger. Cindy Fruitiger asks, "What is your favorite thing to cook?" So I love to cook Mexican food. I find it very comforting. I find it easy to make and delicious. And I also like the fact that a lot of Mexican food does include a lot of fresh produce. So it's a win-win. I am not Mexican, but my family is Guatemalan, so I am Guatemalan. But I do love Mexican food and also love pupusas, which are Salvadorian food. But I would say if I'm cooking, I most likely tend to go for Mexican food because it's probably one of the easiest and very delicious to make. All right. All right. So Alexa Perez asks, "What have you learned from doing YouTube?" Um. So Well, so I've learned a lot. So one, you know, YouTube as a whole, it's always changing like things as far as like, to get your video noticed or how to, just to present your content is constantly changing. Thumbnail style is always changing. So that's one thing. And also, just how competitive it can be. Like, it's very competitive because there's tons and tons and tons of YouTubers out there doing the exact same thing that I'm doing. So, like I said before, I'm surprised that anybody watches my videos, but I am so grateful, and I think, you have to be consistent with YouTube because I think if you tend to fall off and then try to come back, it's hard. So I would definitely say, the other thing is like realizing that how much work goes behind YouTube. I know, you guys see the final product and you just see a video uploaded, but there is so much that goes behind it, the planning it, the editing, it's a lot of work. Like if you do it properly, it's a lot of work. And I think that's definitely something that I learned about YouTube is that it's not just like a quick, shoot something and upload it and, it's going to get a million views. Like it just doesn't happen, at least not anymore. um, okay, let's see. Start your YouTube channel. Okay, yeah, I already answered that one. Okay, so Myra P asked, if you were only allowed to shop at one store, either the Dollar Tree or the 99-cent store, which one would it be and why? So don't hate me, please don't hate. But I would actually have to say the 99-cent only store, only because it does have the fresh produce and they tend to have a lot more food options than Dollar Tree. So I feel like if I could only have one store, I think that the 99-cent only store would allow me to continue to be able to live on a budget and get all of my essentials, where Dollar Tree I would still have to go to a different store to get produce, and produce has just gotten so expensive. Yeah. Okay. And oh, they also asked, do you have any pets? So currently, Bozzy, the kitty that you probably seen in some of my videos, is living with me. The sad thing is, actually, Bozzy is a friend of mine's cat, and my friend was staying with me temporarily for a little bit, for personal reasons, and yeah, so that so unfortunately, Bozzy is going to be moving out. Probably in the next 2 months or so. So I personally don't have any pets, but yes, but I do love pets. I have always loved animals, and animals tend to gravitate towards me, so I guess that's good. And even like couponing for cause, she's got two dogs, and they freaking love me. They fight over who will get petted first, or who I will give attention to. So yeah. All right, and then Mommy and Kimberly's Adventures asked, "Hi, brother Sway. Do you have any brothers and sisters, and how old are you?" So yes, I actually do have a brother, and I am 34. All right, so Isabel Mejia asked, "Hi Sway, how long have you been a vegetarian, and why did you decide to become vegetarian?" So I became vegetarian about 4 years ago, not very long after I moved to California. And the reason why is because at the time I had a roommate and they were vegetarian, so I was eating a lot of like their cooking, and I was like, oh, this is pretty tasty. And excuse me, after a few months, I was like, I'm just gonna give it a try, and just cut out meat and see how I like it, how I feel. And I wanted to do it. I gave myself about a month just to try it out. No pressure, no expectations. And I started to feel different. I started to feel more energized, and I also noticed that my food bill was way down because meat is actually really expensive. So I said, you know what, I'm going to try it for 6 months and see how it goes. And then after that, I never even thought about it again. And I don't even miss meat. So, and now that with Beyond Burger and stuff like that, it makes it so much easier. So if I am ever craving like a burger, I could always have something like that. So yeah, it honestly just happened by chance. It really wasn't something that I was considering. But once I started, just not eating meat, it just felt right for me. I just felt like, what, I'm fine. Clearly, I'm not starving. So yeah, it just seemed like, it worked for me, and I'm glad that I did it because, again, it's been also been a good way to save a lot of money, and also just I feel good about my impact on the environment. And not eating meat, of course, helps the environment, but I won't go into that because I'm not trying to here to preach anybody. But for me personally, it worked. So yeah, so thank you for asking that question. Then okay, let's go down. Let's see. Miss Hoppian73 asked, Sway, do you believe in ghosts, and have you ever had a paranormal experience you can talk about? Yes, I believe in ghosts, in spirits, and energy, and all that fun stuff. And yeah, I feel like, well, not that I feel, I know. So I've had, instances where I've had, I feel energy around me, or just things don't feel right, or sometimes it just feels like somebody's, patting you or putting their hand on your shoulder. So I certainly do believe that there is an afterlife, and I do believe that, there is a greater force and a greater being, greater energy than us here on Earth, which of course would also mean that there are ghosts and spirits and all that fun stuff. And also, when my dog, this was years ago, when he had to be put down because he was 11 years old and he was not well, the doctor basically said, it's time for him to, it's his time. He lived a long, happy life. And I remember being in the room when it happened. And when he passed, the doctor left the room, and it was just him and I. And of course I was very upset. I was crying. I was still, but it's like me, I was like 20 at the time. So, still, I'm not that I'm old, but anyway, yeah. And I remember just sitting, sobbing in the room, and this gold light filled the room. Like, it just, I couldn't see it, but I could feel it. I don't know if that makes sense to you. I could feel this energy filling the room, and it just felt like a bright gold light, and it was there for like a moment. The room felt very warm, and I felt like comforted, and after a moment it just like disappeared and it was gone. So I knew it was I knew it was him. I knew it was his energy, crossing over. Oh God, I didn't want to. Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So to answer your question, I do believe in spirits and the paranormal, and I do think that there's probably life out there in other planets. But But this is not a conspiracy video. This is simply me answering some questions. But yeah, so that is the question. So that is all the questions. So now for the fun part of picking a winner for the $20 gift card. You guys got me all teary eyed. So before actually, this one I'm just literally going to kind of scroll through and pick somebody. I'm not going to look. I have like the page pulled up with all the questions, so I'm just going to scroll up and down and just randomly pick a winner as I'm looking on the camera because these are comments not on a video. I don't know if the website that I typically use will be able to do it, so I'm just going to pick somebody as I'm scrolling up and down, and the winner is Cassandra Ann. Cassandra Ann her question was, what made you move from East Coast to the West Coast? And I will put the question in the screen right here so you guys can see. So Cassandra Ann, you are the winner of the $20 gift card, and thank you so much to every single one of you. Cassandra, please email me. I will put my information down below, so you let me know if you want a $20 gift card or the gift card to the 99-cent only store or the Dollar Tree. So thank you to every single one of you. I greatly appreciate every single one of you commenting, liking, watching my videos, because I know there's so many YouTubers out there doing the exact same thing that I'm doing. So if you guys are taking 5-10 minutes of your day to watch me, it means so much to me, you guys. You have no idea. So I really appreciate it. And if you are thinking about starting a YouTube channel, I would just simply say, go for it, have fun, be yourself. Don't set any crazy expectations of where you want to be by a certain time. Just be yourself, enjoy the journey, surround yourself with positive people who will support you and guide you and just uplift you, and have fun with it. So again, thank you to every single one of you who submitted a question, and I hope I got every single one, because I know I did skip a couple because there were duplicate questions. So again, Cassandra Ann, congratulations, you are the winner. So thank you again. Have a great day, have a great evening, and as always, don't forget to do the 99.